Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter PobZombie. Huge thanks to PobZombie and the rest of my Patreon supporters. PobZombie reached out asking for a deck built around Xavier Infested Captain, and I was more than happy to build it for him. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you like the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. Xavier Infested Captain is a 3-mana 3/3 legendary fungus pirate. We may tap him to remove a counter from another permanent we control. If we do, we populate. Or we may tap him and sacrifice another creature. If we do, we proliferate. Both of these abilities can only be used at sorcery speed. Now, PobZombie specifically asked that this deck not be a Super Friends deck. Apparently, most people are building this commander with a ton of Planeswalkers in the 99. And who can blame them? Proliferate is always fun with Planeswalkers. But Proliferate also works with counters, so we went a different direction. Before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. For the past few years, Ultimate Guard has been hard at work finding ways to protect your cards without damaging the planet, and they have discovered it. Boulders, once made entirely of plastic, are now made of 87% renewable resources. They also come in a variety of sizes and colors, including this new teal 133 card box. If you're like me, you have a ton of decks, want a little bit of space for your tokens in your deck boxes, and don't want those boxes filling up an entire suitcase, then this box is the perfect solution. Find out if your local game store carries the new Return to Earth boulders from Ultimate Guard, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One last announcement before we get into our video. I've started streaming on Twitch. I've been playing mostly Final Fantasy XIV for the first hour or so, then switching over and making commander decks for future videos. If you'd like to see what I'm working on, check out twitch.tv/DanonWildfire. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Verdant Catacombs, Misty Rainforest, Arid Mesa, Marsh Flats, Windswept Heath, Scalding Tarn, Zagoth Triome, Overgrown Tomb, Breeding Pool, Watery Grave, Undergrowth Stadium, Rejuvenating Springs, Morphic Pool, Deathcap Glade, Dreamroot Cascade, Shipwreck Marsh, Woodland Cemetery, Hinterland Harbor, Drowned Catacomb, Underground Mortuary, Hedge Maze, Undercity Sewers, Karn's Bastion, Bajuka Bog, 3 Swamps, 4 Forests, and 3 Islands make up the land base for this deck. Channeler Initiate, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Glistening Sphere, Crucible of Worlds, Conduit of Worlds, Rampant Growth, 3 Visits, Nature's Lore, Farseek, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, and Skyshroud Claim help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Elrond, Master of Healing, Persist, Infectious Inquiry, Prologue to Phyresis, Izuri, Stalker of Spheres, Contentious Plan, Tezzeret's Gambit, Vraska, Betrayal's Sting, Geth's Summons, and Echo of Eons help us to dig through our deck and keep our hands full. Crumbling Ashes, Grim Affliction, Pistis Strike, Vraska's Fall, Infectious Bite, Canker Bloom, Corrupted Resolve, Counterspell, Assassin's Trophy, Beast Within, Drown in Ichor, and Viridian Corruptor help us to keep our opponents in line. Black Sun Zenith, Find Finality, and Phyresis Outbreak help us to reset the board as needed. Blowfly Infestation, Hand of the Praetors, Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons, Necropede, Spitting Dilophosaurus, Bloated Contaminator, Tainted Observer, Tekuthal Inquiry Dominus, Evolution Sage, Ichor Rats, Thrumming Bird, Containment Grafter, Venerated Rot Priest, Phyrexian Swarm Lord, Plague Stinger, Necrogen Rot Priest, Viral Drake, Contagion Engine, Contagion Clasp, Coira's Follower, Inexorable Tide, Vorinclex Monstrous Raider, Intruder Alarm, and Master Biomancer help us to close out games and kill our opponents. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 49 mana sources split between 36 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. A little light, but our curve is low, so it's fine. 10 pieces of card advantage, 12 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Echo of the Eons and Bojuka Bog. No sudden I win cards, but we do have a couple of combos that I'm sure some of you caught. The first one involves our commander, Intruder Alarm, and Master Biomancer. We activate Xavier Sol, removing a counter from a permanent we control, creating a copy of a token we control. That creature enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it thanks to Master Biomancer. Intruder Alarm triggers, untapping our commander, which resets the loop. We can then generate infinite creatures. Our other combo involves Vraska, Betrayal Sting, and Vorinclex Monstrous Raider. We cast Vraska for 6 mana with Vorinclex on board, which causes her to enter the battlefield with 12 loyalty. We then -9 Vraska, putting poison counters on an opponent. Vorinclex doubles those counters. Now, this doesn't work if all of our opponents already have 9 poison counters, of course, but we should be able to kill at least one person. I know that poison and proliferate aren't everyone's favorite way to play Commander, but it is part of the game. And what makes Commander fun is how many different ways there are to play. After all, you get to build a deck using only 100 cards from the entire 30-year history of Magic. Do you have a Xavier Sol Infested Captain deck? What direction did you take your deck list? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Damon. For only $25, you too can have a Commander video built at your request. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Borgie, Naswin, Pedro, Tom, Midge, Detroff, Rally, Frank, Alex, Jenny, Alex, Julio, and Michael. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.